everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I am here with Grant, and he is my fiance because we got engaged. So it's been a few months that we've been engaged, but I wanted to film this little coming back video on YouTube where you can just kind of get to know Grant because he's gonna be here for a while. We're getting married, you know. So I just thought it'd be a good idea for you guys to get to know him. Our dog is right there, so sorry. Okay, anyways, so first I'm gonna start off by asking Grant some questions, and then later on we'll just answer questions about like us. So, are you in college?
Yes, I am in college.
What's your major?
I'm in a business major with an agronomy minor.
And what do you want to do with that?
I'm planning on working at a bank, possibly. Maybe working to be a loan officer eventually, but probably start out as a credit analyst.
If you know what any of that is, I don't
Yeah.
know. I didn't
Don't
until...
really go into detail.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so Grant is really good with numbers and all that, so banking is kind of his thing. And then also his dad is a seed dealer, so eventually he might take that over in the farm. So yeah. How old are you?
I am 22 years old. Just turned.
Yes, just turned 22. When was it? Last week?
It was about last week, yep.
Yep. So Grant is 22. Oh yeah, where do you go to college?
I go to Iowa State.
Go Cyclones.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you learned a little bit about Grant, we're just gonna tell you a little bit about like our relationship, and then we'll jump into like the actual questions. So Grant and I met our senior year of high school, and then we started dating we met in the spring, and we started dating like very beginning of summer, basically end of spring. So we started dating. We had the whole summer together, and then Grant went to school in Iowa, and he was about 5 hours away. So for 2 years we did long distance relationship, and then I decided that that was enough and I couldn't do it. So I moved down to Iowa with a few roommates last year, and so here we are. We're both, Kyla was yawning. So we're both living in Iowa now, and it's pretty cool. We're together, and then we're getting married next summer. So yeah, let's just jump into the actual Q&A. I have some questions on my laptop. So our first question is, where and when did you meet? So this is an interesting story. We normally tell like family members, his grandparents, oh, we just met through a mutual friend. But what actually happened, here's the tea. My friend gave me his Snapchat, and then I snapped him. We Snapchatted for a couple weeks, and then Grant decided to ask me on a date, and we went on a date, and it was great, obviously, because now we're engaged. So it says, where was our first date? Where was our first date, Grant?
It was at like a musical in high school.
So his family had an extra ticket to go to this musical, and like Grant and I had been wanting to hang out, but we're from like a very small town area, so it's kind of hard to figure out what to do. And so Grant was like, I'm gonna ask this girl on a date, and we actually sat with his parents. So I actually met his parents on the very first date. So, but I absolutely love them, and it went good. So anyways, what was your first impression of me?
That would probably just look like a very caring person and loving person.
Do I have that look to me? Do I look super nice?
Yes,
You guys
you
think
do.
so? So my first impression of Grant was actually, oh my gosh, this guy is like actually like a gentleman, because he opened the door for me, like getting into the car, and he opened the door when we got to the actual musical and got me out, and he was just very sweet, respectful guy. And I think that was just like my first impression, was because like I've never really had a guy treat me like that before, so that was really nice. When did you meet my family? Obviously I met your parents on our first date, and I met his sister like a week later, and then his brother I met like probably a month into us dating. But when did you meet my family?
I think it was on our third date, I think.
Yeah,
Was
it was our third
Yeah,
date.
I think it was our third date. Yeah, I
Yeah.
met all of our family at her house.
Oh yeah, didn't my brother and
Yep.
my brother and his then fiance came over too. So Grant got to meet the whole fam at once, which is kind of intimidating because my brother is very protective of me, but he was nice to you.
Yeah.
So anyways, who said I love you first? This was in fact me. Grant asked me to be his girlfriend, so I think it's okay, but I told him that I loved him first. Let's see, what do I do in my free time?
You watch quite a bit of YouTube in your free time.
I love YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably basically it.
That is, yeah. I feel like we don't have that much free time though, because like we're both in college. But when Grant has free time, I'm trying to think. You do Uber Eats. He works for Uber Eats, so he does that. And then you watch Netflix, I guess.
Yeah.
The air just kicked on, so sorry if you heard that. What is your favorite feature of mine?
I really like your eyes. I just think they're very beautiful. Kind of the first thing I noticed.
Thanks. His grandma, I think it was like one of the first times she met me. She was like, you have the most beautiful blue eyes I've ever seen. And I don't know, I just think that's super sweet. My favorite feature of yours. I feel like I really like your eyes too. Like Grant just has these big brown eyes and I'm like a sucker for brown eyes. So if we have when we have kids, we're having kids at some point. When we have kids, if they have brown eyes, wish me luck, because I'm gonna look into those things and we're gonna have some issues. Because I cannot say no to them. Okay, what do we argue about the most? I feel like personally, we argue when we're not like spending time together. Like if we're really caught up in like if Grant's really caught up in school or I'm really caught up in school and working and whatever, and we just kind of don't take the time to actually like spend quality time together, is when we argue, and then we argue about not spending time together. I feel like that's definitely the thing we argue about the most. Let's see. How long have we been together? Good question. We've been together for 3 years and how many months? Like 3 years and 4 months?
Yeah, about 3 years and 4 months about.
Yeah, and then we get married in like less than a year now, so yeah. Ooh, I wonder if you know this. What was my first job?
Was it at that nursing home?
Yes.
Is that your first job?
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so I worked at a nursing home, like cleaning and just helping the residents with various tasks. I wasn't like a CNA or anything, but your first job was, I mean, technically like working for your dad on the farm.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Because, yeah, or was it summer rec, teaching golf?
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay, sweet. Okay, how long do I need in the morning to get ready? You take a good hour. You just like take your time. Like Grant is not like a go person. He is when he's working on something like homework, but like in his everyday life, he's just very like chill, go with the flow. And I'm not that way. I would say like probably like 30 to 45 minutes at the most for me. So, ooh, this is a juicy question. Who is more jealous? It's me. It's 100% me.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, we have a healthy relationship, don't get me wrong, but I make a lot of jokes about it. Like, I don't know, what are some jokes I make? Like, Grant will go to class and be like, oh, was your teacher cute? Was she young? And it's obviously like a joke. It's just like funny stuff. I'm going to Starbucks. What do I order? I don't know if you know this. It's kind of...
Yeah, I don't know Starbucks gyms very well, but she normally orders a coffee of some sorts.
Always an iced coffee.
Iced
yes.
coffee, yeah.
So I change up my order a lot, and Grant usually will get, okay, so if we're going to like, it depends on the coffee place. So if they have smoothies, he's gonna get a strawberry banana smoothie with oat milk. And if we're going to like Starbucks, he gets like a matcha latte thing.
It's like a green tea.
And let's see, what is my favorite restaurant?
Really kind of any Mexican restaurant. She just loves Mexican.
I love me some chicken fajitas, some chips and salsa, a little virgin pina colada margarita. I'm 21 now, so I can have a real one, which is very rare that I do, but sometimes I will. Yours is like, Grant loves Italian, so I'm gonna say Olive Garden, probably, or like, I don't know. Like, we don't go there that often, but I feel like if Grant were to choose, it'd be some kind of like Italian food, which he loves Mexican also, and I love Italian also, so we're a good match. I feel like that's really all the questions. If you guys have any more questions, definitely leave them in the comments below, and we would be more than willing to do another Q&A. But I hope you enjoyed getting to know more about Grant and I, and click that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos. We're gonna try to do upload 1 video a week, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Bye.